Want to see how I made these Iowa mozzarella sticks? Come check out my channel, Let's Cook with Michelle, and I'll show you what I did. I've got some shredded pork butt, I've got bacon, cheese in the middle, breaded, crunchy, got some ranch and hot honey to dip it in. Come check out my channel and I'll show you how I made it. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I tag the creator that I got this idea from. I'm using a lot of what they did in their video. I'm kind of tweaking it just a little bit on how I'm making mine. So I'll make sure I tag them in this creation because they definitely spurred the thought in my mind, and I'm doing quite a bit of what they did in their video, and it looked really good. It looked really good, and I know it will go over really well in my house. So first thing I did is I made some pork butt. In their video they did brisket, but I did pork butt, and so I cooked that up in my pressure cooker this morning, so that's nice and shreddy and tender. So I've got that ready to go. And then I also air fried some bacon in my air fryer this morning, so that would be ready. And when I make bacon, I love the Jordan Skinny syrups. I put maple donut, it's sugar-free. I brush that on my bacon before I air fry it, so it adds that sweet maple flavor. So if you like that, I highly recommend their syrups, they're awesome. But I did that, so I've got my pork butt here. I'll move this over to the middle so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I've got my pork butt. And I'm taking the jalapenos out. I don't have any jalapenos, and we don't like a lot of spice here in the house, so I'm taking jalapenos out in my version, but he did have jalapenos in his. I should say. There was a couple of guys in the video. So I'm going to do just a little bit of red pepper flakes. And then I am doing cherry cola barbecue rub. I can't remember if this was at one of the Farm Fleet stores or I don't remember where I found this one, but I used this on a pork butt that I threw in my smoker previously, and it turned out really well. So I'm going to put some of this dry rub in. And I plan on tasting this before I make them, just to make sure it's the flavor that I'm looking for. So I'm going to take some of this bacon. These are my clean kitchen scissors. So I am going to just cut up some of this bacon. We love cheese sticks in our house, and we love barbecue things. So combining these ingredients to make a really yummy looking cheese stick that had the awesome cheese pull, I definitely wanted to try this. And my son is at school today. I'm gonna have to make sure that I save a good amount of these for him because he likes to eat, and he likes these kind of things. So I think he'll like this. Alright. Alright, so I've got some bacon in there. Mix that around. I'm going to put a little bit more in, but I want to save some of this bacon for breakfast tomorrow, so I'll just cut up 2 more pieces. I love making BLTs and just cooking the bacon ahead of time like this. Make some BLTs, put it in a sandwich, put it in a wrap. I'll make myself pre-made breakfasts, so like some scrambled eggs, things like that, and just have the bacon ready to go. Cream cheese, I use whipped cream cheese because it just blends and spreads so easily. So this is about, I'd say, half of the container, and so I think this is an 8 ounce, 12 ounce, so about 6 ounces of cream cheese I used. You could use a flavored cream cheese. I know darn well that there's jalapeno cream cheese that you could use. Pick up the jalapeno flavor and things there. Okay. This out of here. Make a mess as I go, which is normal in my house. Chilies would be good in this too. I love green chilies, poblano peppers. That would be good in here too. All right, just about got it mixed. I want to make sure it's got a good amount of flavor. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this. I like sweet rubs. You could use whatever type of rub you prefer in this. Boy, it's not easy to mix with this. I'm gonna get a spoon. I am going to add some onion and garlic powder because I put it in everything. Just a touch of heavy cream to this to give it just a little bit more moisture. Chicken broth would have been a good choice there. I wonder if I have any chicken stock. All right, that's better. Now, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna add a touch of this maple syrup to it. I just got a hint of this sweet in my from my bacon. I'm not going crazy, just a tiny bit. Add a little bit of moisture and a little bit of maple flavor. I'm so ready for it to get nice out, sit outside on the deck, use all of my kitchen gadgets. Got a pizza oven I need to experiment with more, Blackstone grill, lots of stuff. I just love to be outside and cook and entertain, have people over, feed people. It's just my thing. All right, so we've got this ready. I am going to put this away. Okay, I think I'm all set. So I have, my fryer is ready to go at 350. I'm just gonna leave that basket in there for right now. So here's the steps that we do. So we take a cheese stick. I just washed my hands. Take a cheese stick. First, let's take some of this meat. So you make it kind of like a hot dog. And then you take your cheese stick and you push it into the middle and then make sure that the meat mixture is covering it. I don't want to make these huge, but just enclosing that cheese in there so it stays inside the pork mixture. Close it all up. Then you go to the flour. And the egg. And then the fabulous panko. I love panko. You're looking to put some breading or crumbs on anything and you want it crispy, panko is definitely the go-to. All right, so there's one. Now I'm just going to repeat the process until I am done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop them and you cook them until they're golden brown. I'm going to set a timer to see how long it takes. They're getting pretty dark, so I'm going to take them out. I took one out at just under 3 minutes because it was brown, but it wasn't crispy enough and the cheese wasn't melty and gooey enough. So this is probably about, I'd say 4.5 minutes, between 4 and 4.5 minutes. So you just want to keep an eye on it. You don't want to burn it, but you want it to be crunchy and the cheese to be all melty. So pull these two out. Production had to try the other one to make sure that we wanted to cook them a little bit longer. So that's why I'm missing one. So I'll put a couple more in. I'm going to set my timer for 4 minutes. I'll put these two in here. I've got some hot honey and some ranch. I want to try one of these while they're nice and hot so that we hopefully get that cheese pull that I'm looking for. So here it is. I'm calling them Iowa Mozzarella sticks. Yep. Let's test this out. All gooey and cheesy. Let's try this in the hot honey. Mmm. Oh my god. That is so good. It's crunchy. Try this with ranch. Mmm. The crunch and the cheese pull. This would be good dipped in barbecue too. That was really good. Mmm. I love it.